Naima Lanjeri is a member of Federal Parliament. She is a friend of Asian community, especially our Bangladeshi community. In the past, we have seen many times. We have seen many times her joining in our various cultural occasions, especially Bangladeshi occasions. I would like to thank you for it. I would like to thank you for here with us. It is my great pleasure to invite you on the stage to say something.
Ladies and gentlemen, now on the stage, my Frau Naima Lanjeri. Put your hands together, please.
The picture is part of our life, so we have to do it again and again and again.
Honorable Ambassador Hussein, distinguished guests and dear friends of the Asian community and also dear friends of United 10 from Belgium, I'm very honored to be here with you once again in one of your activities. Today, the preview, maybe, the first view of the film. I also want to thank our friend Reza for inviting me to this event. And he is we know each other for a long time now, Reza, as I know Reza, Lila, Galina for a long time. We have been friends. And I'm also very happy to meet you here again in Antwerp. As you know, Antwerp, a city of 500,000 people, but within that 500,000 of people who are living here in Antwerp, we see a lot of different nationalities, more than 170 nationalities. That's a lot. But if you see those people of Antwerp, half of the people of Antwerp, I said you have 50% of the people of Antwerp has roots who lay in another country. So it's already a lot. And me, for instance, I'm an example of that. I was also, maybe you see me as a Belgian. Yes, of course, I'm a Belgian. But my roots, the parents' roots, they came from Morocco. And Reza asked me to tell you maybe a little bit of my story. But I think also my story will be perhaps your story, or the story of your children. Maybe because what happened, but now you see me as a member of the Federal Parliament, and that's true, but I'm also a mother and a wife. And my story began 50 years ago, or even more than 50 years ago, when my parents, they came to Belgium, from Morocco to Belgium. My father, he had a little garage in Morocco. He sold his garage in Morocco to come to Belgium to work here, and he worked for a year, saving some money for the tickets of my mother and my brother and sister, and then they came to Belgium. And afterwards, I was born here in Belgium, and my sister too. And it was not always easy for my parents, and I know it's not always easy for people who come now and live in Belgium. For instance, if they view war and they come to Belgium, or they come from a country which is in a conflict, and they look here for shelter, they are here as asylum seekers. It's not always easy for them, and that was also the case for my parents. But they did their best. They did what they had to do as parents, And even if it was not easy, I took every opportunity there was to take, even it was not offered on a platter to me. But so I was raised here in Antwerp. I did my studies here. I went to university in Antwerp. That was not easy because in our family it was not a habit to send girls to the high school or to the university. I had to struggle for it, but I did it. And my first steps into politics was more than 25 years ago, when we had here in Antwerp a very negative result in the elections, and we had we call it a Black Sunday. The Sunday we have the day of the votes, and it was black because we said it's negative, because it was Vlaams Blok, that's what we call now Vlaams Belang, a populist and nationalist party who are very extreme against immigrants, and they had a lot of seats here in Antwerp. And that was the first time when I was engaged in politics, not really in politics, but in society, like Reza and like Lila and Galina. With other people, we made an association to struggle and to come up for our rights, to fight for our rights. That's what I did first. I was not immediately active in politics. But after a while, I was the Ministry of State, it was Minister Vivina de Meester, was looking for people to work on her cabinet, and that's how she came to me and asked me to work for her. So I first worked also for a minister, and after that I was, the first time I was elected in Antwerp, it was 26 years ago. And in the meantime, I have been re-elected several times in Antwerp, and I was member of the city council in Antwerp for 18 years, and now I'm elected in Borgerhout. But in the meantime, also I was elected on the federal level, so and I work as member of parliament in the federal parliament. And my priorities is also what I struggle in parliament for the things that I think it's very important for people. And that is of course, a good education, but that's now on the Flemish level. But in federal parliament, I work also on poverty reduction. I think it's very important. Equal opportunities for men and women. Tackling discrimination, it's very important. But also good work-family balance. I work on themes like asylum and migration, and also nationality. I'm also president of the Commission of the Nationality. And on the international level, I'm also president of the Committee for Migration in the OSCE. But being a member of politics, it's if you only did what you have to do in parliament, I think I would only have meeting in commissions and being from here and there, but that wouldn't make a good politician of me. I think it's important that we also see people and meet people, and that's why I'm very often, you see me very often on your meetings, but also gather with people, talk with them, with organizations or companies to see what are their demands, what are their difficulties, how can we do something as a politician, how can we resolve the problems they are dealing with. So you will see me also very often on the field, let's say, because I think it's very important. But in Parliament I also worked on those issues, and I am very glad that I had also some results. There were several legislative proposals that were already adopted and who are from my hand, that I have written. The law on the family reunification, for instance, that's one of my laws. Attacking marriages of convenience. The nationality acquisition is also one of mine. And more recently, We have some months ago we approved also a new law so we can attack better racism and discrimination on the labor market. So that was that's a very recent law. It will be possible to have mystery calling and mystery shopping, like we say, to see if there are employers that discriminate people just because of their color, of their skin, of their name or their religion. So that so we can tackle that discrimination on a better way. And for the moment, for instance, I'm working on a new legislation to have a better combination between work and life, because if we want people to attract them and to give them opportunities, and also women to give them more opportunities on the labor market, we should also see that they have enough parental leave to make it possible, and so they can take, for instance, a day of parental leave and work for the rest. And now I'm working on a new law to make it possible to have more flexibility in those systems of leave and care. And soon we will adopt two new laws that I made, one on parental leave and another on the leave we give to people who adopt children. So I think there's also very necessary that also people who adopt children should have also those, yes, in the beginning 6 weeks for every child, and if we count everything, it will be 17 weeks we give to the parents who adopt also children. So I'm very glad I can work on these issues. Finally, I want to say to you that it's for me it's very important and that I can attend with you on meetings like this. I can only be proud when diversity expresses itself from the most positive side, and because I see maybe there are a lot of differences between us. There are a lot of differences between people. We have maybe another background. We have maybe we come maybe from another country. But we are all people, we are all people living here in Belgium, and maybe a lot of you also live here in Antwerp, and we have all the same things we want to achieve, living together in harmony. We want also to see our children given a good future. We hope that they will get later a job, and we hope also for ourselves that we will have a good pension. So we are dealing with the same things, with the same dreams, and that's also what we can say. Let's work also on that matter together. And I also want to thank the Bangladeshi community for this day, and also because they also work on living together in harmony and this diversity. And with this movie, you as a community reach a hand to each and everyone. You try to build bridges. You give also the opportunity to people of the community to come to gather together, to have a nice time together, and that's also important. Big applause also for United 10, because they organize also these days. Dear friends, I want to finish my little speech with saying that work together, and we have to put our hands together to work together on a better society in Antwerp and in Belgium. Thank you.
মানে কনফিউজড হয়ে যে দুইটা বই পাশাপাশি বসা, কিন্তু কে উঠবে এটা ইয়ে করতে পারছে না। তো জাহিদ ভাই সিঙ্গেল এবং সাথে আছে মিস শারমিন শায়লা, প্লিজ কাম অন দ্য স্টেজ প্লিজ। এবং এরপরে আছে আমাদের আরেক জাহিদ ভাই এবং তার ওয়াইফ। আমরা সবাই স্টেজে চলে আসি। এরপর আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি জাকির ভাই এবং তার ফ্যামিলি। এটা তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি দুঃখের সংবাদ না, সবাই স্টেজে আসতেছে, তো আমরা একটু হাততালি দিই। এরপর আসছে আসছে আমি আমার ফ্যামিলি। এরপর আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি স্টেজে মৌসিম ভাই এন্ড তার ফ্যামিলি। এবং অত্যন্ত দুঃখের সাথে জানাচ্ছি কবির ভাইয়ের আমাদের মৌ ভাবি তার শারীরিক অসুস্থতার কারণে আজকে আসতে পারেনি, তার যদিও তার খুব ইচ্ছে ছিল আসার। তো কবির ভাইকে আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি তার মেয়ের সাথে স্টেজে আসার জন্য। এরপর আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি ফারুক ভাই এবং তার ওয়াইফকে। এবং এই মুহূর্তে আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি মিস্টার দাউদ সোহেল খান, তার ফুল ফ্যামিলি অ্যাকচুয়ালি বাংলাদেশে থাকে, আমরা সত্যি তাকে মিস করছি। আজকে যদি উনি থাকতো তাহলে ফুল ফ্যামিলি আসতে পারতো স্টেজে। মিস্টার দাউদ সোহেল খান। আগেই বলেছি অলওয়েজ লেট লাস্ট মিস্টার সোহেল। তার যে কি আছে আমরা কেউ জানি না, অলওয়েজ সিঙ্গেল।
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank you, Mr. Farid, the owner of the Oriental Supermarket, and also Galina, who worked really hard to make everything possible. So Galina, thank you very much. And Farid bhai, we love you, and I think we always get your support. Thank you, Farid bhai.
অ্যাকচুয়ালি সেকেন্ডের মধ্যে একটু ডিসিশন চেঞ্জ হলো। অ্যাকচুয়ালি সময় আসলে অনেক কম, আমাদের অ্যাকচুয়ালি প্রিপারেশন ছিল একটা গান গাওয়ার জন্য, কিন্তু সময় স্বল্পতার কারণে আমরা এটা প্রলঙ্গিং করতে যাচ্ছি না। তো এই হচ্ছে আমাদের ইউনিটি 10 এর ফ্যামিলি। তো ইনশাআল্লাহ অদূর ভবিষ্যতে আমাদের যাত্রা কন্টিনিউ থাকবে এবং এরই সুর ধরে অদূর ভবিষ্যতে আরো যারা আছে তারা উৎসাহিত হবে এবং এটাকে আরো দীর্ঘায়িত করবে। বেস্ট অফ লাক। এবং আমরা সবাই এই অনুষ্ঠান এখানেই শেষ করছি এবং আমরা সবাই বাইরে কিছু খাবারের আয়োজন করা আছে, আমরা সবাই একত্রে বেরোচ্ছি।
শুভ সন্ধ্যা। যাক, আপনারা যে ধৈর্য সহকারে সিনেমাটা দেখছেন এটি আপনাদের অনেক ধন্যবাদ। আর স্পেশালি আমাদের ইউনিটি 10 এর সব ভাইদেরকে ধন্যবাদ। সবারই নাম জানি, সবাই আমার পরিচিত। তো ওনাদের মাধ্যমে আমি সিনেমাটা আপনাদের সামনে দেখাইতে পারছি, এই জন্য ওনাদেরকে আবার স্পেশালি ধন্যবাদ। আশা করি বাংলা সিনেমা মানে যেটা সেটা সেরকম কিছু না, এটা হয়তো কিছু বুঝতে পারলেন আপনারা। তো ইনশাআল্লাহ নেক্সট টাইম আপনাদের জন্য আরো ভালো কোনো সিনেমা আমি দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করব। আমার জন্য দোয়া করুন। থ্যাংক ইউ।
অনুষ্ঠানে অংশগ্রহণের জন্য প্রত্যেককে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। আমরা চিরকৃতজ্ঞ। ভালো থাকুন, সুন্দর থাকুন, সুস্থ থাকুন। আল্লাহ হাফেজ।